Welcome to Theralton Park, the site of today's game between the DGF Rebels and the Moorhead Spuds. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tommy Fox, coming to you live from Theralton Park on the campus of NDSU. It should be a good one here this evening between the Spuds and the Rebels. DGF, a record of 9-2. Spuds coming in at an even 5 wins and 5 defeats. Last time the Spuds played, it was a doubleheader against West Fargo. They split that doubleheader, and they started out the season 3-0, and they've kind of hit a roadblock, so to speak, and they look to get back on track a little bit here this evening against a very good DGF Rebels squad that has scored 9 or more runs in all of their wins this year, except against Hawley, which came in their second game of the season, which they won 5-4. And in the circle, pitching for the Spuds will be Kelsey Clute. And she has been very solid throughout her high school career on varsity. And she'll face this DGF lineup that consists of some very talented hitters, starting with Michaela Bjelland, Katie Kittleson, and Ellie Boyd. Middle of the order will be Autumn Leach, Greta DeVries, and Lexi Fromke. And the bottom of the order, Lola Garrett, Carly Wagner, and Maddie Michaelbust. Clute fires, foul back into the netting for strike one. In many games this season, DGF's offense has been tough to stop. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Clute looking to make quick work of Bjelland. And Clute will take a look at her wrist. Spuds wearing all white uniforms. They are very slick, to say the least. Last year it was black and orange. Now it's white and orange. Third pitch was high. Here's the 1-2. Big cut and a miss. Bjelland is down on strikes. Kelsey Clute with her first strikeout of the game. Here's Katie Kittleson playing in center. Looking to swing bunt her way on. A lot of hitters like to use that strategy, and it works fairly well. The 1-0. Spitzner tried framing it, but it'll be 2 balls and no strikes on DGF center fielder. Kittleson waits. Swing and a miss. Pretty much took a half swing there. Two and 1 to count. Fouled back, and the count's even at 2-2. Clute doing a really good job at battling back into the count. Looking to make it back-to-back Ks to start the evening. Here is the 2-2. Into left and a bloop base hit. Great piece of hitting from Kittleson. 1 on, 1 out to start the first. And that's another reason why she uses that hitting style, just to dump it into left over the head of Brewski. Half swing and she didn't go. Able to hold up her swing that time was Ellie Boyd, the catcher. Spuds with a chance to turn 2 to get out of the first and bring themselves to the plate in the bottom of the first. Popped up, and Spitzner makes the catch for out number 2. And let's take a look at the outfield and infield for the Spuds. On the corners, it'll be Alexa Kruger at third, Crescent at first, Brewski at short, and Madden Bogenreef at second. Spitzner, of course, the catcher. And in the outfield, Lily Heskin, Addie Selvold in right, Peyton Babolian in center. And this Spuds team is really fast in the outfield, as it's 0-1 on Leach. Autumn Leach, a big swing and a miss. Might have gotten a piece of it, but regardless, it's 0-2. Runner on first. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Top of the first. Little flare into foul territory. Bounces off the top of the Spuds dugout. So the third pitch of the at-bat is a foul from Leach. Kelsey Klute's pitching counterpart this evening. Fourth pitch of the at-bat from Klute on the way. Runner takes off, throw is in the dirt, and Kittleson got an excellent jump, and she's in scoring position for DGF. And that pitch from Klute was also outside, so it wasn't an easy pitch for Spitzner to play off of. And neither was that. High in the zone, and the count's even just like that at 2-2. DGF looking to start the scoring. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. No, foul tip. Couldn't be secured by Spitzner, so we play on. That popped out of the glove of Riley Spitzner. Take 2 for Klute. And another foul into the netting. Still 2-2 on Boyd. Klute fires. High in the zone again, and it's a full count with 2 out here in the top of the first. And this is where DGF is dangerous. They have a ton of disciplined hitters. They're fast on the base paths, and they have a chance to start the scoring here. But Klute is going to make sure they're going to stay off the board right by Leach, and the inning is over. No score through half an inning here at Theraldson.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Kelsey Clute gets 2 Ks in the top of the first inning, only giving up 1 hit. DGF did get a stolen base, but they could not bring Katie Kittleson home. It is now the Spuds' turn to put some runs on the board, or at least try to, against Autumn Leach. Pitching today for the Rebels, and looking at her warm-up pitches, she looks like she has a ton of velocity and some really good stuff. But the Spuds have some really solid hitters and great speed, as mentioned before. Lily Heskin leading off. And going through the rest of the batting order for the Spuds, after Heskin, it'll be Madden Bogenreef and Taylor Crescent. That'll be the top of the order. Riley Spitzner, Taylor Bruschi, and Paige Stephenson in the middle, as Heskin tries laying down a bunt, and it goes foul. And finishing off the bottom of the order for the Spuds will be Addie Selvold, Alexa Kruger, and Peyton Babolian, and of course Kelsey Clute, the flex, plus the pitcher. 0-1 on Heskin. Tries bunting again, able to retract that bunt to make the count even at 1-1. Another bunt attempt goes foul. One ball, 2 strikes on the Spud leadoff batter. Lays it out right in front of Fromke, the third baseman, and quickly DGF gets an out. Here's Madden Bogenreef. Her first at bat of the day. Takes the ball outside. Takes a strike. Counts even. Spuds have played a ton of great opponents this season so far, and a base hit for Bogenreef. So just like what DGF did in their half of the first inning, the 2-hole hitter gets a base hit with 1 out. And now it's Crescent. Bogenreef thought about it. But she didn't take second. One ball, no strikes. And right now, DGF is keeping Bogenreef honest over at first. 1 ball and a strike. Runner takes off to second, sliding in. And she's safe over at second. Crescent with a good take. And a stolen base for Bogenreef. And she's in scoring position for the Spuds. Almost, this is looking like a carbon copy inning. Crescent fouls it off. 2-2. Crescent waits. Way outside the zone. Counts full. lot of wind here in this game, and Crescent takes one right in the shoulder. And hopefully she's okay. A slow walk to first. And right on the elbow almost. And she seems to be okay for the moment. She'll shake it off. And the Spuds have 2 on with 1 out. Here in the bottom of the first, no score on the Moorhead Dental Associates scoreboard. And Riley Spitzner is up. And she takes the ball. The 1-0. Right down Main Street for strike 1. Counts even. Brewski is on deck. Stephenson in the hole. Some great off speed that time from Leach. Makes it 1-2. Looking to find her location again. The 1-2 just outside. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out. Spitzner fouls it off the netting. And the 5th pitch of the at-bat keeps her alive in the count. Slow roller to third. This could be 2, and it's not. Fielder's choice for Spitzner. So Bogenreef is retired. Crescent to second. Spitzner safe at first. And now it's Brewski. Just an all-around great hitter. She can hit for power and or contact. Ground ball softly to the right side. And that'll do it. Spuds strand 2. And Leach able to get the Rebels out of the first to the second inning. We go here at Theraldson. This is girls softball on Spuds TV.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
No score through 1 inning here at Theraldson. Tommy Fox, Alex Ryan producing, and DGF looking to get on the Moorhead Dental Associates scoreboard. They had a chance to in the top of the first, but they stranded a runner on second. And Klutz starts the inning with a ball outside. 2-0. And it's now 3-0 on Greta DeVries. Clute looking to get right back into the count. Here's the 3-0 and a 4-pitch walk. And not something you want to do against this Rebels team that is so good at taking advantage with runners on base. And it's a really good bunt to advance the runner into scoring position. Throw over to third is not in time. Aggressive base running from DeVries. And she's 60 feet away for DGF. Here is Lola Garrett, the first baseman here this evening, fouled back. And the wind is picking up. It has been that way for a good course of the day. As Clute looks to get her third strikeout. It could be against Garrett. Here is the 0-2 from Clute. Garrett stays alive. Here's another 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 3 for Clute. And there's 2 away. Here's Carly Wagner. Spitzner checks over on DeVries at third. And that's another thing for DGF. Not only are they fast, but they are aggressive, running the bases. Good frame from Spitzner. Didn't get the call, and it's 2-0. Into right, foul ground and out of play. Tracked down by 3 Spuds. Crescent and Bogenreef were the closest ones to it, along with Salvovold. The 2-1. There's strike 2. Clute looking to get out of the top of the second. High and tight. And that hit her. No, it didn't. Wagner thought she was hit as she was trotting to first. So instead of runners at the corners and a new batter, same batter, runner at third still, and a full count. and could not be played by Spitzner before it hit the net. So the at-bat will continue. Clute with the payoff. To the right side. Stopped by Crescent to end the inning. Good play by Crescent to stop the momentum of the ball going up the right side. Clute gets out of another jam, and we're through 1.5 innings here at Tharaldson Park.
More than 80 years ago, First Community Credit Union was established by farmers for farmers. We know farmers and ranchers are the backbone of our communities. That's why First Community Credit Union is proud to serve and support our local ag producers. Our expert staff know and understand the local ag industry because they grew up in it. From operating loans to equipment and real estate purchases, we can help ensure your operation is a success. First Community Credit Union, rooted in your future.
Still no score going into the bottom of the second here at Tharaldson. Let's go over the outfield for DGF while we can. On the corner is Lexi Fromke at third, Lowell Garrett at first. At second will be Greta DeVries and Michaela Bjelland at short. In the outfield, Carly Wagner in left, Katie Kittleson in center, and Maddie Michaelbust in right. And for the Spuds, leading off this inning, Paige Stephenson. Almost went into the bleachers, almost went over the netting. And it's 1-1. Takes the ball low. It's now 2-1. Into center field. Line drive caught for out number 1. Right on the button. 1 up, 1 down for Moorhead. Safe to say Kittleson was in the right place at the right time. Salvoval takes the ball. Into right and foul. And that evens the count. One ball, 1 strike. Still no score on the Moorhead Dental Associates scoreboard. Pop up to short. 2 up, 2 down. And once again, a DGF Rebel didn't even have to move. And that was Bjelland in her shortstop position. And it's Alexa Kruger now with 2 out. And she takes a ball. Counts even at 1-1. Unlike Clute, who has 3 strikeouts in this game in the circle for the Spuds, Autumn Leach still is looking for one. And she's one strike away of doing just that, as she has Kruger in a 1-2 hole. One, two. Good take from Kruger. Down low. The 2-2 from Leach. Kruger fights it off to the left side. Kruger is ready. Leach is ready. Another 2-2. Bouncing ball, foul. Kruger doing an excellent job at staying in the count. And Leach is definitely that type of pitcher to just give up playable balls for her outfield as well as her infield. And Kruger's staying alive. Seventh pitch of the at-bat. Flare into right. Not quite a flare, it was, but played once again by DGF. The Spuds go 1-2-3 as the third out was secured by DeVries. Still no score at Tharaldson. We'll be back here on Spuds TV in a few moments. Maddie Michaelbus leads things off for DGF as we get set for the top of the third here at Tharaldson Park on the campus of NDSU, and Clute misses the zone just outside, ball one. Here's the 1-0. Now 2-0. It is definitely a slight breeze here at Tharaldson. Perfect day for softball, as you could say. 2-0 incoming from Clute. Good frame from Spitzner. 3-0 on the DGF right fielder. Clute gets back into the count with a strike. Clute looking to get dialed back in to start the third, and that's a good sign right there. Counts full on Michael Bust. Three-two. And a walk. Just missed. Clute tried going for the lower half of the zone, and she missed. Here is Michaela Bjelland. Struck out on a 1-2 counter last time up. Takes a ball inside. A leadoff walk to start the third. It's now 2-0 on Bjelland. The 2-0 from Clute. And another ball. And Clute is in danger of giving up back-to-back walks to start the top of the third. Right back in the zone for strike one. Kittleson is on deck. She has the lone hit for DGF. And it's strike two. Clute looking to do the opposite of what she did against Michael Bust. Here's the payoff. And another walk. So pretty much the exact same at bat. So 2 walks given up by Clute to start the third. And she is struggling a little bit to find her location, to find her groove. And a brief visit. And you could potentially expect a bunt from Kittleson in a situation like this to at least advance the runners into scoring position. And Kruger and Crescent are in, while Bruschi and Bogenreef stay neutral. Now the infield comes in, and that is exactly what Kittleson tried to do just there. Bunt the runners, or rather, a sacrifice bunt to advance the runners into scoring position. As they have what seems to be a lot of trust in Autumn Leach. Good frame from Spitzner. That was a ball all the way. And it's 0-2 now. Two on, nobody out. A foul. A running swing almost from Kittleson. Infield still in. Ellie Boyd on deck. And a good take. Almost the exact pitch that got Clute to an 0-2 count against Kittleson. But now it's 1-2. Kittleson looking to battle back with 2 runners on. In the air to left, and nice catch made by Heskin. That was in the wind. Looked like she may have had a little bit of trouble locating it, but right at the last second, she was able to squeeze the glove. And now there's still 2 on, and now 1 away. Here's Ellie Boyd. Pitch in the turf. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. Fouled away. This has definitely been a defensive slugfest, to say the least. It has only been 2 full innings. 2 1/3 if we want to get technical. Another pitch low in the zone. Looked like Clute was trying to get Boyd to chase some off speed. And Ellie Boyd gets ahead of the count now. It's 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now on Boyd. Clute with the 2-2 delivery. On the way, fouled back over the netting. And the count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still no score on the Moorhead Dental Associates scoreboard. Both DGF and Moorhead have had opportunities, but they have both come up short. Another 2-2 on the way. That gets away. And the runners advance to second and third. That got away from Clute as well as Spitzner. And now the Spuds really have their backs against the wall. A full count now on Boyd. And they're in danger of not only giving up 2 runs to start the scoring, but they're also in danger of loading the bases. Fouled over the press box and into the parking lot. Clute is ready with the payoff. Fouled off again. Boyd is really doing a great job of keeping Clute honest with her pitches. Here comes the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Into right field. Bogenreef makes the catch, 2 away. And now the Spuds have a chance to escape the inning. Skips in the turf. Great block by Spitzner. That could have turned out way differently. But it's 1-0 on Leach. Pitch high in the zone. It's now 2-0. DeVries at third. Michael Bust at second. And they really caught a break there. DeVries was almost on her horse to the plate as Clute missed badly, but it had enough on it to hit the netting and fall right into the glove of Spitzner to keep DeVries at third. 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk. And now the bases are juiced for DGF. Swing and a miss. DeVries is behind the count 0-1. Another cut and a miss. Clute looking to get out of the inning. No balls and 2 strikes now on DeVries. Swing and a miss. Clute gets out of the jam. Boy, it looked like the Spuds cheated death there. Bases loaded, no problem for Clute as she gets her 4th K of the evening.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates.
Still no score here at Theraldson. It has been a pitching battle between Clute and Leach, as Kelsey Clute was able to get out of a bases-loaded threat from the Rebels by striking out DeVries on 3 pitches. And let's not forget that Clute gave up 3 walks in the top of the 3rd. Fromke was playing in from her 3rd base position. Babolian with a good take. Now 3-0. And Babolian almost got hit right in the leg. And some great discipline. 4-pitch walk. Here is Lily Heskin, who made a very tough catch in the top of the 3rd. Kittleson hit it to the left field side into the outfield. It was being carried by the wind, and Heskin had a very tough time tracking it down, but was able to make the catch anyway. It just shows you how good of an outfielder she really is. And the count's even at 1-1. She lays down a bunt, and she's able to beat the throw. It popped out of the glove of Garrett. She would have beaten the throw anyway. She was flying up the base path. So it will be an infield single as she beat the throw. Now Bogenreef lays down a bunt, but it goes wide, and it's 0-1. DGF has 1 hit in this game. The Spuds have 2. Counts even at 1-1. Taylor Crescent is on deck. She got hit by a pitch in her last time up. Big hack and a miss from Bogenreef. Leach looks at her wrist. Locks and loads. The 1-2 is high in the zone. Rebels have the shift on. Into center, base hit. Rounding third and scoring is Babolian, and finally the Spuds strike first. Bogenreef gets the party started with an RBI single, and there's still nobody out, and Crescent will look to get a little redemption after getting hit by a pitch back in the first. Now into left center field. That's down for a hit. All the way to the track. 2 runs will score. Crescent on her horse. She'll go into third. It's a triple. She wants more. Crescent slides. She's safe. And inside the park. Home run for Taylor Crescent. And in a blink, it's 4-0 Spuds on the Moorhead Dental Associates scoreboard. That is one way to get runs on the board after being shut out in the first 2 innings. Crescent was probably just like, I've had enough of this, and went into left center and gave the Spuds a 4-0 lead in a matter of seconds. As Riley Spitzner fouls one out to the right side. And takes one inside. The count's even. And a good pitch from Leach. It's now 1-2 on the Spuds catcher, who reached via fielder's choice. Her last time up, bouncing ball to the right side, and a tough play over at second. She got her for out number 1. That was a very nifty play by DeVries. Very tough play as she was falling down, almost falling backward, but she was able to keep her balance and make the throw over to first. Nice play. And Brewski takes a strike. Brewski pops it up, out of play, and a nice catch made there by Pham. And he will not take it as a souvenir, throws it back onto the field. That's a nice throw. With that throw, I'm pretty sure he played baseball back in the day. I don't want to make any assumptions, but he's got good form. Point A to point B. Here's the 0-2 to Brewski, and it's high in the zone. He was probably like after that throw, he was probably telling everybody, I still got it, guys. Don't worry. Brewski to right. That's a base hit. It gets past her, and it goes to the fence. Brewski is thinking 3 right out of the gate, and she'll settle with a triple. Under the glove of Michael Bust, and just like that, everything's starting to come up Spuds here in the bottom of the third. Here is Paige Stephenson, who lined out to center. And she'll try to bunt Brewski home, and it won't be successful this time. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Stephenson with a bunt. It's a fair ball. And Brewski is in. It's 5-0. Leach almost made the play. It stayed inside the line. And it wouldn't have mattered if it was already knocked out of play, but that didn't matter. And just like that, it's 5-0 in the bottom of the third, thanks to an infield hit from Stephenson. Got off the end of the bat, and Garrett makes the catch for out number 2. Here is Alexa Kruger. One on, 2 out, and it gets away. And Stephenson will just easily jog over to second, and she's in scoring position. And that'll be a wild pitch assessed to Leach. And now the sun's starting to come out here at Theraldson, right next door to Newman Outdoor Field, home of the Redhawks. They start Friday against Lincoln. Jack Michaels will be on the call for that on 740 The Fan. So if you're a Redhawks fan, why don't you tune in to Jack Michaels? He's let's say a pretty good commentator. Lifted out into left field. That's trouble. It's gone! Alexa Kruger tees off 7-0 Spuds. So 2 home runs in the inning, 1 inside the park, the other went out. Now it's Peyton Babolian, who led off the inning with a 4-pitch walk. And after that, the rest is history for this third inning. 7-0 on the Moorhead Dental Associates scoreboard. Spuds looking to keep it going with Babolian. And it's 2-0. The 2-0 to Babolian. She takes ball 3. Babolian, such a disciplined hitter. And she takes a strike. Three one. Into left, a base hit. Going opposite field, and Babolian with her first hit of the contest. The Spuds are just spraying these pitches all over Theraldson Park. They're going to left, they're going to center, they're going to right. All of the above for these Spuds hitters as Heskin grounds one to the right side, almost beating the throw from DeVries. A 7-run third for the Spuds. It has been a low-scoring affair. No score through 2 innings, but the Spuds finally strike first here at Theraldson. A 7-0 lead for Moorhead. Little bit of a recap in the bottom of the third as it's a 7-0 cushion for the Spuds. Madden Bogenreef started the scoring with an RBI single, followed by a inside the park home run from Taylor Cresson. And then it was a RBI infield single for Paige Stephenson that brought home Taylor Bruschi. And then it was followed up with a 2-run bomb from Alexa Kruger. And that is how these Spuds got their 7 runs in the bottom of the third. And the top of the fourth is here at Theraldson Park. It is Fromke leading things off here for DGF. So if we do a little math, the Spuds have 5 RBIs off of home runs. Crescent had a 3-run inside the park home run. And Kruger, of course, with her 2-run shot. Three balls and no strikes on Fromke. And a 4-pitch walk issued by Clute. And here comes Lola Garrett, who struck out on 3 pitches. Clute ended up striking her out to get out of a bases-loaded jam. Or rather, that was DeVries. But regardless, Garrett has been one of the 4 strikeout victims of Clute. Deflected by Clute. They could turn 2, and they won't be able to. A fielder's choice. Garrett is safe. And Fromke is retired. Here comes Carly Wagner with 1 on and 1 out. Into right. Salvold makes the catch. 2 out. So 2 quick outs here in this 4th inning for DGF. And all of the pressure is on them. A 9-2 team down big against a Spud team that has been 3-5 since they started 3-0. One ball, 1 strike on Wagner. Garrett at first. 2-1. Two and 1 from Clute. Popped out of the glove of Spitzner. It's now 3-1. DGF just trying to get back up on their feet. They're down 7. But Clute will try to keep them at bay the best she can. She's only given up 1 hit. But she has walked 4 batters. Here's the full count inside, and that is the 5th walk issued by Kelsey Clute. And there's 2 runners on with 2 out. Here is Michaela Bjelland. She is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Flares it out into right, and is it caught? No. Good running attempt made by Bogenreef. Full head of steam to the sidewall in right field. Couldn't make the catch. Good effort, though. 0-1 now on Bjelland. Clute rocks and deals. Swing and a miss. A little off speed from Clute, but it gets away from Spitzner. And both DGF runners advance into scoring position. Garrett is 60 feet away, while Michael Bust is at second. Here's the 0-2. Fouled back. Who's going to catch it? Nobody. Bounces in and out of the seats. Another 0-2 from Clute. Fouled back again. Clute and Bjelland in a battle. Another 0-2. Half swing right to Clute. And she smiles as Bjelland only pulled the trigger a little bit, and it costed her. But for Clute, she has only given up one hit through 4 innings. Spuds lead 7-0. Bottom of the 4th here at Theraldson. Spuds lead 7-0 on the Moorhead Dental Associates scoreboard. Another scoreless frame put up by Kelsey Clute. Even though she's given up 5 walks through 4 innings, she has kept DGF off the board, and frankly, that is much better. That is a better outcome than it could have been. Leading off the frame will be Madden Bogenreef. Got the scoring started for the Spuds in the 3rd. Right through the legs, and a base hit all the way to the track. She's going to try for 3rd, and she'll slide feet first with a triple. That had a ton of momentum once it left the infield. It went under the legs of Bjelland, went through the legs rather, and then it got past Wagner, and it's a 3-bagger for Bogenreef. Here is Taylor Cresson. She had an inside the park home run, a 3-run inside the park home run. Made it 4-0 in the 3rd. And a good take. Bogenreef 60 feet away. Ground ball to the left side. And it's 8-0. RBI ground out for Crescent. That time, Bjelland was able to make the play. That time, it didn't go through her legs. And she must be happy to get that one back. But it's an 8-0 game now on the Moorhead Dental Associates scoreboard. Another RBI for Crescent. Here is Riley Spitzner. She's 0 for 2. Fielder's choice and a ground out to second. 0-1 to the left side, base hit. She's 1 for 3 now. Good piece of hitting from Spitzner, just pulled it. And now Tatiana Zarate will pinch run for her with Taylor Bruschi stepping up. Bruschi is 0 for 1 with a ground out to first. Takes the ball low. Big swing and a miss from Brewski. Counts even. Stephenson is on deck. And Brewski looked a little silly there on that swing. That was a terrific pitch from Leach. Looked like Brewski may have hesitated a little bit on that swing. 1-2 from Leach. And Brewski fouled that off her foot. And she's shaken up. And that is definitely not a good feeling. It doesn't matter if it's softball or baseball. Fouling it off yourself, one of the more painful things in the sport. Pitch is way outside, 2-2. Zarate ready to run. Swing and a miss, off speed from Leach, and Brewski is retired. Was out in front of it. And there's two-way here in the bottom of the fourth. And Paige Stephenson looking to keep the inning going for the Spuds. They have one in this inning. An RBI ground out from Crescent that brought home Bogenreef after she was able to get herself a triple that made its way to the left field fence. It is now 1-1 on Stephenson. And it gets away. Zarate in scoring position for the Spuds. A wild pitch assessed to Leach. Two and one to count. Inside, it's now 3-1. Fifth pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball to the left side, and it ends the inning. Fromke makes the play from her third base spot. But the Spuds get one thanks to an RBI groundout by Taylor Crescent. 8-0 lead for the Spuds. This is high school girls softball on Spuds TV.
Atchison Companies is a private investment firm focused on helping small businesses succeed. We are more than investors. We are proven hands-on operators. Atchison Companies works with independent businesses in the manufacturing, distribution and engineering sectors. We invest across the Northern Plains with a buy and hold philosophy, while providing stable leadership and a proven operating system. Atchison Companies is proud to support the Moorhead Spuds.
In attendance this afternoon here at Carrollton Park.
8-0 Spuds thanks to an RBI groundout from Crescent. And Kelsey Clute is back to work inside the circle. And she finds the zone for strike one. Ground ball up the right field line, and it's going to find its way foul. It's 1-2. Check that 0-2 on Kittleson, who is 1 for 2 in this game with a single in a line out to left. Tried going to left, but instead she finds the netting. It stays 0-2. Clute has 4 Ks in this game. Only 1 hit given up. Another 0-2. Missed badly. Here's the 1-2 from Clute. Up the left side and foul. And once again, Kittleson trying to find the left field grass, or in this instance, the turf. Clute ready with another 1-2. Off the glove of Clute. Bruschi with the throw, not in time. Ricocheted off the glove of Clute. Bruschi was there. But Kittleson able to beat the throw from Bruschi, and it'll be scored as a hit. So Kittleson is 2 for 3. And a good way to start the inning for DGF. And Ellie Boyd is ahead of the count 1-0. To Bruschi, a chance to turn 2, could not be secured by Bogenreef. And Kittleson is safe at second, and Boyd is able to reach easily. That was a slow roller, so it was going to be a tough play regardless. And it could have been a moment where Bruschi maybe shouldn't have underhand toss it. Bruschi could have went overhand, but she decided to underhand toss it, and it ends up costing the Spuds. 2 on, nobody out. Swing and a miss. So that'll be an E6 on Bruschi. A little bit of off speed from Clute. It's 2-1. Two on, nobody out, 2-1. And that was fouled back. So not a wild pitch. It's now 2-2 on Leach. And Clute finds herself in another jam. She's gotten out of 2 of them, including a bases loaded jam. And in that inning, with the bases loaded jam, it seemed to be the best opportunity for DGF to get at least 1 run in, as they had runners on second and third. But Clute was able to escape that inning unscathed. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 5 for Clute, and there's 1 away here in the 5th.
With 1 away batting for DGF, the second baseman, number 2, Greta DeVries.
Here is Greta DeVries. 0 for 1 with a walk. Another wave and a miss. That was well outside the zone. Good pitch from Clute. Two on, one out. Tough play. Clute, underhand toss in time. And Crescent almost was able to catch Boyd in a pickle, but she was able to get back to second.
With 2 outs, third baseman number 8, Lexi Franke.
Here comes Lexi Fromke. 0-1. Clute just trying to escape another jam because why not? It's now 0-2. Fouled into the bleachers. The 0-2 from Clute. Got her! Strikes her out on 3 pitches. That is 6 for Kelsey Clute. And the Rebels remain off the Moorhead Dental Associates scoreboard through 5 innings here at Theraldson.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Still an 8-0 lead for the Spuds. Tommy Fox coming to you live from Theraldson Park. Alex Ryan is our producer, and Kenzie Harland operating the cameras so you can catch all the coverage. This has been a good game so far for the Spuds. One-sided through 4.5 innings, thanks to a 7-run third inning. And a little bit of a pep talk with Leach. And here comes Addie Selvold, who's 0 for 2. She popped out to short and to first base, and it might be another pop out here. And that was going to be a tough play from the get-go for Garrett as she watches it hit off the backstop for strike one. A 1. Counts even. Kruger is on deck. She hit the 2-run home run back in the third. And it skips in the turf. And it has just been a snowball effect ever since the third inning for DGF. The Spuds have been able to crack the code offensively. Right on cue, Addie Selvold, her first hit of the game. She's 1 for 3. And that brings up Alexa Kruger.
Batting for Moorhead, third baseman number 9, Alexa Kruger.
One on, nobody out. Kruger out of play. And she's got a really good swing, stays through the zone. And she likes to pull the ball. She has that type of swing. And it's 0-2. Kruger is 1 for 2. Now 1 for 3 as Selvold swipes second. And the first strikeout of the game for Leach.
With one away, that brings up center fielder number 4, Peyton Babolian.
Here comes Peyton Babolian, who's 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. Babolian into center, left center. Didn't get enough on it. And there's 2 away. Got it off the end of the bat.
With 2 outs, that brings up the Moorhead Spuds leadoff batter, the left fielder number 7, Lily Hesketh.
And here comes Lily Heskin. Heskin is 1 for 3 as well. And with 2 outs, you probably won't see a bunt from Heskin, as the shift is on in the outfield as Heskin tried going to that left side again, but she finds the dugout instead of the outfield turf. To the left side, through a base hit. They go station to station as Salvovold didn't really have much of a chance of going home. That was a really shallow ground ball single from Heskin. She's 2 for 4.
Second baseman number 22, Matt Bogenreef.
And now there's runners at the corners with 2 away. Runner takes off, throw down is cut off. And Heskin easily able to take second. Uncontested. As mainly situationally speaking, they want to make sure Salvold doesn't cross home with the attempt over at second, because the Spuds have speed all over the base paths. And Bogenreef takes ball 2. Bogenreef is 3 for 3. A triple in her last at bat and 2 singles. It's now 3-1. Bogenreef's best option could be a pull to right center. She tries that. It's hit deep into center field. It's down into the wall. 2 runs are in. And she's thinking it inside the Parker. She will have it inside the Parker. 2 inside the park home runs today. Wow. And that'll do it. Technically a walk-off inside the park home run for Bogenreef. A double away from the cycle. A 3-run inside the park home run to win it for the Spuds in 5 innings. 11-0 the final on the Moorhead Dental Associates scoreboard. The Spuds advanced to 6-5, while the Rebels drop to 9-3. A statement win, you could say, for the Moorhead Spuds. The player of the game will definitely go to Madden Bogenreef, sealing the deal for the Spuds this evening here at Theraldson. That'll do it for Minnesota High School girls softball on Spuds TV, with the excellent help of our producer Alex Ryan and the camera work of Kenzie Harland. This is Thomas Fox saying so long from Theraldson Park.